Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm very happy to have you here, guys. In today's video I want to share my thoughts on Hypnotic Oud from Arabiyat Prestige. Now, if you haven't heard of Arabiyat Prestige, I've done recently a video on my channel where I was talking a little bit about fragrances from my perfumes. I was discussing a little bit their sub-brands and how they differ to one another, and Arabiyat Prestige is a sub-brand to my perfumes, and from the little research I did, they are just focused on bringing a little bit more of luxury into the topic of fragrances in a way. So the fragrances from this collection are, let's just say, a little bit more expensive than their regular fragrances, and the presentation is definitely a little bit more upscale, as well as the bottles and everything like this, but the price is still a price that's very affordable. It's just, you know, even when it comes to affordability, there are different levels of affordability, let's just say. So the team from Dubai collection sent me this fragrance a while ago, you guys, and I was thinking it's time to finally share my thoughts on this fragrance. This is Hypnotic Oud, like I've mentioned, and this is their inspiration of By the Fireplace from Maison Margiela. So in today's video I will let you know how this fragrance smells like, how it develops, and also I will briefly compare it to Ameer al Oudh Intense Oud at the end of the video. So in case you have Ameer al Oudh, just you know what are the differences between the two, because both are said to be inspirations of By the Fireplace from Maison Margiela. So let me show you the impeccable presentation this fragrance has, and then let's talk about the scent. I will add the notes for the fragrance here on the screen, and let's see. Yeah, right from the start, this follows the exact same DNA as By the Fireplace. Yeah, yes, you guys. I find this DNA so nostalgic for me, because when I was young, I used to go to the mountains a lot with my parents. They love the mountains, they love hiking trips, I used to go there with them, with their friends who also had children. And I remember the campfires they used to make at night time. Wow, this scent in particular is a very nostalgic scent for me, like I've mentioned. It reminds me of my childhood, you guys, and all the times I was in the mountains and all those beautiful scents combined in a way. This, you guys, this opens up with a woody accord. In the opening, the woody accord, even though it feels rich in a way, not really dark, but neither very bright and airy like Kashmiran. It feels just rich and very dry in the beginning. So you have this rich woody accord that's quite a dry, paired with a beautiful, rich, sticky caramelized facet that adds lots of sweetness to the fragrance. Something a little bit, I get something saffrony like a touch of the specific translucent, spicy saffrony facet that you have in other fragrances as well. But I think the saffron fades away in like 5-10 minutes. You know, it's not the type of accord that lingers as the fragrance develops on your skin. But see, give it, let's just say, 1 minute, and the fragrance, from feeling a tad sharp and alcohol in the opening and pretty cold, I'd say, it gets so warm, you guys, and that beautiful caramel accord that you have from the opening almost feels like it develops this burnt quality about it, as well as the woody accord that felt pretty rich yet dry, like I've mentioned. Now it starts to feel much more rich, and it does actually resemble a little bit a campfire-like smell, but not a campfire that was freshly lit. This is what I wanted to say. It doesn't feel that ashy, that smoky, that is not really that type of scent. To me, the Fume woody accord you have here, it's that gentle, smoky, woody facet that lingers, let's just say, a few minutes after you just put off or put out a campfire. Like after you throw water, let's just say, on the campfire and it stops burning basically, but still the wood emanates a little bit of smoke coming from within. This is how the woody accord smells like those last few minutes after you've put off, yeah, I guess you put off, I don't know, you guys, I don't know the expression, but after you put off, let's just say, a campfire, those last few minutes where that smokiness from the wood still emanates in a way, this is the type of woody accord you have here. Of course, a little bit more beautified because it doesn't feel as ashy and as suffocating, let's just say, because if you have ever sit near a campfire, you know that the smoke, like the smokiness coming from the woods that are burning, it will get into your hair, into your clothes, and it will have a very particular and pronounced scent profile, you know. Here you have the beautified version, so you have this beautiful rich warm sticky caramel that feels a little bit burnt, with that beautiful rich woody accord with a gentle fume, like smoky, slightly smoky of a facet. And then as I smell this fragrance, I also get a gentle coniferous touch, you guys. It's almost like you're in the mountains. It's like the first few hours in the morning, you were with your family or with your friends or with whomever you were. You just put off a campfire, you still have those few seconds of smoke that comes from the campfire. You are wearing like a very dainty and pretty caramelly forward fragrance, but you have that smokiness from the campfire mixed in a little bit with the scent, and then you get some gentle whiffs of a chilly coniferous facet coming from the forest near you, let's just say. This is how the fragrance smells like to me. And every time I smell it, when I close my eyes, I remember all those times when I was in the mountains with my parents, and yeah, wow. So yeah, this is how the fragrance smells like, you guys. Something I have to say, this fragrance feels extremely smooth, you guys. Doesn't have anything sharp, doesn't feel flat. It feels like quite a refined and rich blend, an acquired taste for sure. I don't think this is the type of fragrance that everyone could pull off. I do think you need to enjoy, first of all, if you're a man, and you need to enjoy sweeter caramelly forward accords in a fragrance to fully appreciate the scent profile. And then if you're a woman, you need to be accustomed, or you need to, let's just say, appreciate a little bit of something smoky in your fragrances, but not overly smoky, you guys. It doesn't smell like legit, like you were to be very close with a campfire and you get all of that ashy smokiness, you know. Like I've mentioned, it's a beautified version of that. So I'd say this is how the fragrance smells like. These are the two dominant accords, or these are the two pillars of the fragrance. The beautiful caramel accord with a slight burnt effect, warm, rich, sweet, sticky, yes, with a beautiful rich woody accord with a gentle fume facet coming from within, and almost like a warm fume facet coming from within. And then as this fragrance develops throughout the different stages, you have different accents. In the opening you had a little bit of saffron. In the heart, I'd say, are these two notes that dominate the most, with a gentle coniferous piney touch in a way that I feel like adds to the realistic element of this fragrance. And then in the dry down, with a little bit of vanilla, a little bit of something powdery, musky, the fragrance goes a little bit drier. It loses some of the stickiness, some of the warmth and the richness that it has. But I'd say this is pretty much the scent profile, you guys. To me, this feels, first of all, extremely serious. This is the type of fragrance you wear when you mean business, you know, you want to be taken very serious. You have a very formal outfit on, you're going for like a special event in a way, and you feel assertive, you feel confident, you feel serious. This is a type of fragrance that would suit, let's just say, these types of occasions in a way. This is not the kind of fragrance you wear when you're feeling very dainty and cute and bubbly and playful and girly as a woman in a way. And also I feel like as a man, I don't know why, when I smell this fragrance and I think of a man wearing it, I'd say the man needs to have a little bit more of an elegant outfit, you guys, in my mind, for some reason. Because if you wear this fragrance with a suit, impeccable. But if you wear this fragrance with some baggy clothes and a little bit of a dirty hair, you know, like if you wear this fragrance and you do not have a clean, polished look, it can kind of come across as you just like got here from the mountains, you know, and you still have a little bit of that scent lingering on your clothes, in your hair. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how the end result, like how you look and everything, can play into how the fragrance, or like how it affects at least my perception of a fragrance on someone. You know what I mean? Like if you wear a fragrance that has a skanky oud, for instance, I know this is a little bit besides the point, but if you wear a fragrance that has a very skanky oud and you don't look clean and polished and put together, yeah, it can kind of do you not that much of justice, you know, scent-wise. It can come across as, you know what I mean? Whereas if you wear a very heavy oudie forward fragrance, but you are dressed nice, like your beard is trimmed, like your haircut is done right, like everything about you is clean and polished, then it can feel refined and expensive. I feel like this is the same with this fragrance. If you want to make it feel refined and expensive, less it's more, by the way, because this is a pretty loud fragrance, but also you need to take into account like the whole image, like the whole look you have. This is how the fragrance smells like to me. If I were to tell you the energy that this fragrance embodies: serious, powerful, confident, statement for sure, a little bit edgy, but I would say this is the type of fragrance you would choose to wear. I'm imagining, of course, because everybody experiences a fragrance in their own unique way, but this is the type of fragrance you would choose to wear when you're a little bit more dressed up, when you want to feel very confident, very put together, a little bit bold. Yeah, autumn, winter. Autumn, winter for sure. Even though it's very interesting, because as I'm smelling this fragrance, I'm definitely saying autumn, winter, because that burnt female woody accord makes me think of autumn and that chilly cold aspect in the opening. But then again, it was summer when I was going in the mountains with my family, and here in Romania in the summertime, like when you go to the mountains, like at nighttime, it's so cold, you guys. It's like 1 degree Celsius, 2 degrees, 3 degrees, 4 degrees Celsius. You know, it's almost like winter temperatures at nighttime in the mountains. Of course, it depends on the region, but I'd say overall it's pretty cold. So I guess, I don't know. But in a way, when I smell this fragrance, to me, this is the embodiment of autumn. Yeah, autumn, winter for some reason. Yeah. Now, you guys, this is how the fragrance smells like. Gender unisex, you guys. Definitely a unisex fragrance. I could picture this one on women. I could picture this one on men, like I've told you. If you're a man, you need to appreciate something sweet in your fragrances. If you're a woman, you need to be comfortable wearing something with a little bit of a female woody accord peeking through. But I'd say the overall scent profile is pretty balanced. I feel like the notes are in harmony with one another, so it doesn't feel like out of place. It doesn't feel like one is too sharp, the other one is too muted. It feels like a pretty harmonious blend, I would say. Of course, if you love the DNA of By the Fireplace, you will enjoy this fragrance as well. I can guarantee you this. If you're not really the biggest fan of By the Fireplace, then I think there are other fragrances from Arabiyat Prestige that might be your cup of tea more than this fragrance. But I do think you need to be comfortable with wearing louder fragrances. And also, this is not really, as a woman, I wouldn't wear this fragrance when I'm feeling very soft and radiating and this type of energy. I would reach for something like this when I'm feeling bold, when I'm feeling powerful, when I want to feel confident in a way. This is the type of energy this fragrance, let's just say, awakens within me when I smell it. So yeah, performance, I will edit here on the screen because I still need to test a little bit the performance, and maybe by the time I will post the video, I will get a chance to test it on my partner's skin as well, so I can give you a feedback on how it lasts on his skin compared to mine. But yeah, now you guys, is this the kind of fragrance I would wear? You guys, objectively, I really like it. Subjectively, I would feel the need to layer it with something. But this one, as a base for layering, it's amazing, you guys. I have a feeling this would layer in such a beautiful way with December Vanilla, with Vanilla Royale, with Angélique Extrait de Vanilla from Reeves. I feel like this DNA, with this DNA of By the Fireplace with Vanilla Royale Sugar and Patchouli, they will just blend with another, like a dream. Also with Vanilla 28 from Kayali, or the inspiration that I have, 28 flavors from Rogue. Also, you know what, I will add some here on the screen, some other layering combinations that I have tested with this fragrance, or that I will test from the moment I'm filming the video up until I will post it. But yeah, this is pretty much everything I wanted to tell you about this fragrance. Now let me briefly compare it to Ameer al Oudh, because I have it right here with me. So you guys, they are different, but they are not that similar. They are similar, but they are not that similar. This is what I wanted to tell you. They have their differences to me. I'm not gonna spray Ameer al Oudh because I have sprayed it and I have actually written all my thoughts when I was comparing them side by side. But this fragrance, so look, when you smell Ameer al Oudh as a standalone fragrance, I've told you in other videos, I do detect a gentle, sharp facet about it. It's not the smoothest of blends, let's just say, especially in the opening. As it develops, it mellows down. It let's just say, gets to a place where it's a little bit more harmonious. But when I compare them side by side, like I have Ameer al Oudh on one hand, Hypnotic Oud on the other hand, To me, you guys, Ameer al Oudh does feel a little bit more, like, let's just say it does feel a little bit more flat. It does feel a little bit more sharp as well. It's not as refined, let's just say, as Hypnotic Oud is on my skin. Yeah, and also I feel like in Ameer al Oudh, you don't even have this caramelized facet that is as pronounced. To me, in Ameer al Oudh, first of all, it opens up with a very rich woody accord that low-key feels a little bit damp in a way. And I have to say, this facet, I haven't noticed it when I was just trying out this fragrance for the first few times for the review. I feel like this facet has developed, let's just say, more and more since I've had this fragrance and I have let it sit. So thank you so much for watching, you guys. This is everything I wanted to tell you about this fragrance and how it compares to Ameer al Oudh. If you have tried both of the fragrances, I would love to hear your feedback. Like I always say, not only that I would love to know it, but I'm sure everyone who's watching this video interested in purchasing Hypnotic Oud could really use your feedback as well on the fragrance. And if you have both, definitely let me know which one you prefer. So yeah, don't forget, if you're based in the European Union, UK, USA or Switzerland, and if you would like to shop, let me get the bottle, samples as well as full bottles of this fragrance and plenty of other fragrances from Paris Corner. They also have Lattafa now on their website and many other brands. You guys, make sure to check out the Dubai collection. They have samples and decants available to purchase for all the fragrances in their catalog, and I think this is amazing because this way, let's just say if you're interested in trying out this fragrance or another fragrance, and I don't know how many other fragrances, you don't have to blind buy a full bottle. You can start with samples, you can start with some decants, give your nose time, give yourself time, test them on your skin, and then if you enjoy them, buy the full bottle, why not? But yeah, and also they have the best prices from what I've noticed, at least here in Europe for these fragrances from these brands, they have the best prices. And so far the feedback, like 99.9 of the feedback I received on them is amazing, so I genuinely recommend them a lot. So yes, you guys, thank you so much for watching. By the way, feel free to use my discount code, feel free to not use it, it's always up to you. Like I always say, you guys, I don't want to push my discount codes down on your throat, but if you want to use a discount code, AFG10 gives you an extra 10% off on your order. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Let me just close off the video. I will see you in my next video. Don't forget you can follow me on Instagram, but until then I want to wish you an amazing day wherever you are. Bye guys.